All right, let's see if anybody. Okay, we got one person. Let me see if anybody else joins before I get talking. If not, then I'm gonna just get talking, and whoever watches this can watch this in the playback. But this is gonna be a short video, you guys. Well, short video live, same difference. Huh? Okay. Okay, so we got two people. Okay, so I'm gonna get started, you guys. Thanks for joining me. Whoever watches this, I appreciate you guys. If you're interested in a reading, you guys can contact me. My information will be down below. If you want to get the $99 yearly reading special, you guys can contact me on that. Anything you need information about, all my stuff is going. It's going to be down below. Okay. So, as you can see by the title, we're going to talk about why expectations can be dangerous, you guys. And I'll, you know me, I'll throw some examples of. Hold on, I gotta turn my pot down. Hold on, y'all can see my little belly. Hold on. All right. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm like, what is that noise? That's my pot. Okay. All right. So, like I said, we're going to talk about why expectations can be dangerous. And y'all know me, I'm going to probably throw in some little examples of times that it's been detrimental for me. And I'm going to specifically speak in terms of romantic relationships because I feel like that's when we put the most expectations out there. Like we expect so much from our partners and this and this and that. And sometimes these expectations come in stronger than getting to know people on an authentic, real level. Like how many of us can really say, like, okay, for those who have been in long-term relationships or for those who are in long-term relationships, did you really make it your business and make it your priority to really get to know everything that you need to know about your partner, like their family history, the relationship between themselves and their parents, themselves and other family members, the way they were in relationships, not just the things that they tell you. Because a lot of times people, just keep it real, they'll be in relationships. You start dating somebody and then they'll make like the person that they were with before, like they were like a bad person. Like, oh, they did this to me. Well, like, motherfucker, what did you do? Shit. It takes two to do some shit. Granted, there's always some, it's people do, one person can do more, but I'm saying like no one is innocent in a relationship. You see what I'm saying? Like there's no innocent because let's just say somebody did you dog wrong. They were a psychopath. They were a sociopath. They was a narcissist. Well, you allowed the behavior if you stayed with them for an extended amount of time. You were an enabler at some point. So that's what makes you guilty. It doesn't mean that you're as guilty as they are, but you're not innocent, at the same time. So anywho, so that ties me into what I really want to go into as far as expectations. So you're with somebody, let's just say, for example, you're in a relationship, everything goes great in the beginning. No relationship just starts off, well, I ain't gonna say none, but the majority of relationships don't start off horrible. It's a comfort stage. You're getting to know each other, kind of like on a low-key superficial level. You see what you want to see in a person, the good stuff, your lovey-dovey, the sex is fire, whatever the case is, right? And then you move into the real depths of the relationship, right? And then unbeknownst to you, you start placing expectations on the person. I expect this person to be this way. I want this person to be devoted. And sometimes those expectations come without even having conversations about it. And how can you place expectations on people or how you want them to be with you? And I'm talking about romantic relationships, but I'm talking about it always. How can you expect somebody to be something to you when you never even had a conversation about what you expect? Me, I'm an open person. I haven't been with people who have been open because I've been with psychopaths and sociopaths. I mean, I'm just be honest, like in long term, not dating and brush on and off in and out my life. I'm talking about the ones who I married. Okay, sick, narcissistic, depraved. I digress, though. For real, I'm not holding no place in my heart for resentment, but I'm just being honest, y'all. So people show you, red flags, behavior that doesn't sit well with your spirit, but for some reason in your mind, you still expect them to come out of whatever they are. They've already shown you who they are. They already shown you what they're capable of, but you're still placing expectations on this situation, on this person. Now, in terms of you're a parent and you're parenting your children or whatever, and you want your children to do certain things. Now that's different. If you're my child, I tell you to do something. Of course, that's the expectation. If I'm a manager or a boss or a supervisor on a job, I expect my employees or whatever to do what I tell them. That's a totally different situation. But if you're in a relationship and you're placing expectations on people and you aren't having clear conversations with them, that is dangerous. Now, let's talk about not being in a relationship. Let's talk about just dating somebody, like casually dating somebody, right? And this person, so you guys haven't solidified a relationship. You guys are not technically in union, but you're expecting this person to give you relationship energy or just give you a relationship, but you guys never had that conversation. Or maybe this person has told you, like, I don't want a relationship, or they're dealing with some things in and out their lives. Whatever the case is, it is unhealthy for you to place expectations on that situation or on with that person. It's dangerous, you guys. You set yourself up for being hurt. And a lot of times people be hurt like, well, I expect them, if I do this, and I expect nobody is responsible for doing for you like you do for them. You can't, that's like robot. Like, I want to control you. I want you to do what I want you to do. And that's the way, you guys, that's dangerous. It's fucking dangerous. And if you're watching this, some of you guys might get triggered by this, because I feel like some of you guys are currently going through this. You are dealing with a person, dating a person, whatever the case is. But let's just talk dating or knowing somebody and talking to them on and off. And you're expecting them to be a certain way, you guys, that is dangerous. That is dangerous. When somebody shows you who they are, you have to believe them. And if somebody has showed you inconsistency, that they have other obligations, that they are focused on other things, whether it doesn't have to be with another person. Sometimes it's not that people are dealing with other people. It's just that they're focused on taking care of their family, taking care of their homes, taking care of their health, whatever it is. People go through things. You never know what people are going through. So to place expectations on people based on you not thinking about what they're going through, that's pretty selfish. And I'm not saying that's not above me, because I've definitely been there. That's how I can come on and talk about it. And that's how I can warn you and tell you that shit is very, very dangerous, to be in an energy of expecting somebody to live up to an expectation for you. Like, for instance, if you were raised in a family where, the majority of your family or people are married or in long-term relationships, and you're dating this person, your mind will psych yourself out some type of way for you to treat a person that you're just casually dating like they're supposed to be your husband or your significant other or your fiance, based on how you're connected to the energies of your family. That's dangerous, you guys. That's why mindfulness and steady work on ourselves is so important. You have to be everything to yourself. You can't expect people like Captain Save-A-Hole energy to come in and do what you need to do for yourself. Because a lot of times that's what we do. We want people to come in and fix us, make me whole, love me, touch me. You know what I'm saying? That's the stuff we need to do for ourselves. That, and honestly, it makes you stronger. If somebody, and I'm not saying it won't happen, it can't happen, but you run the risk of it not happening. Now, what you can do in strengthening yourself is do everything for yourself. Make yourself whole, make yourself complete, release, heal, do all of those things for yourself. And then you attract, like I've been telling you guys for the longest time, you attract where you're at. So a lot of times you're here And you want to attract here, but you're here mentally, spiritually, emotionally, whatever it is that you're going through. So you have to be cognizant of that. You really do. We want to be the best versions of ourselves, and nobody is is going to come in and just save the day. Now, granted, the universe will send people are in our direction to help us on our path, but to say like there needs to be somebody that's placed in our lives 24/7 to aid and facilitate, not even facilitate, but to save us. No, you guys, that's a very unhealthy way of thinking. We have to save ourselves. We are capable of doing it. We have to heal ourselves. We are capable of doing it. It's possible, you guys, but to put expectations, you guys, and to argue and to fight and to put people in a negative vibration because you want them to meet up to your standards. High engage. It's not healthy, you guys. It's not healthy. We want to be the best versions of ourselves, and we want to do that for ourselves and to ourselves. We don't want to depend on nobody else to do that. You know what I'm saying? I've been in a hold on. Married in a situation where I knew what it was. I knew the real. Intuitively, I knew what it was with the person I was with. And I still placed expectations on them. I still had a vision of how I wanted them to be. And that was very controlling and domineering and either a little narcissistic. For me to know what this person was, know that this person wasn't capable of giving me what I expected, but I still stayed based on my expectations and a kind of like an entitlement energy. I want you to do what I want you to do. I want you to provide for me the way I want you to provide. I want you to love me the way I want you to love me. And that's it. That is so selfish and that is so wrong. And in the midst of that, hello, in the midst of that, you waste so many years and so much time trying to put into a relationship uh, or trying to get out of a relationship what you want as opposed to putting that energy and that time into yourself. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm a heavy, heavy, heavy promoter in self-love, in healing, and doing the things that we need to do for ourselves. Because then we won't look for nobody else to do it for yourself. And then you're going to attract where you're at. You can't expect if there's somebody who is doing so much work on themselves, they're healing, they're working themselves, they're holding themselves accountable, they're releasing whatever they're doing, right? Whatever they're doing, and then you're just kind of like starting off and you can't, you know what I'm saying? You have to do the work to attract that type of energy. You understand? You did disturb me because I wasn't a flow of talking, but it's cool, Bruce. Spirituality. If you go to my channel banner or my about, it says what my channel is about. It's about spirituality. I do readings. I talk about health, physical, spiritual, mental, emotional health. I do readings. I talk about self-help. I do a whole bunch of stuff. I talk about a bunch of stuff on here. But yeah, you guys, that's pretty much it. Oh, okay. Well, welcome to my channel, Bruce. I appreciate you. But that's just basically what I want to talk about, you guys. I didn't want to make y'all know I don't like making the videos super duper long. But yeah. Sometimes expectations can be dangerous. And so I hope that this helps in some form of way. Oh, okay. I hope that this helps in some form of way for you guys. And like I said, if you need to contact me for a reading or you want to purchase anything, my information will be down in the description box below. I love you guys. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for whoever watches this video. If you guys can give me a like, I would appreciate it so very, very much. If anybody has any questions, let me know. Oh, okay. What is it? Never heard of that religion. My mouth is so dry. My throat, rather, not my mouth, but my throat. All right, you guys. So I'm gonna get off. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna Google it and read about it. I like to learn about new things. It's. I encourage anybody to learn. Always be teachable, no matter how much you learn, because you can live I don't know how many years and you still will be like a babe when it comes to knowledge. So always be open to learning. It's pretty interesting actually. It's bigger than Judy. Oh, okay. Oh wow. Where is it primarily like what part of the world do people primarily practice it? If it's like 70% of Americans don't know about it, what region, what area of the world do people primarily practice it? Bruce, calm down, little boy. India, Canada, UK. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I like to learn new things, so I'll look it up. Ooh, I love a headache. So anywho, you guys, I'm gonna get off because I still gotta finish dinner and I'm doing laundry and I have a reading to do tonight. Take me a bath and relax and get ready for this reading. So thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I truly, truly do. I love you guys. Oh, thank you, Bruce, baby. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Okay. You have any questions? My email address will be down below. So I'm gonna get off you guys because I got an impatient 7-year-old ready to eat. I love you guys so much. Okay. Peace. Take care of you guys. Love y'all.